Nations, Haudenosaunee Confederacy, the Huron-Wendat, the Wyandot Nations. We recognize these peoples and their ancestors as peoples who inhabited these lands since time immemorial. The city of Mississauga is home to many global Indigenous peoples. We acknowledge the lands which constitute the present-day city of Mississauga as being part of the treaty and traditional territory of the Mississaugas of the Credit First Nation, the Haudenosaunee Confederacy, the Huron-Wendat, and Wyandot Nations. Thanks for being here.
Well, good evening. Oh, I probably don't need it,
But I'll use it.
Good evening. Hi, everyone. Wow, we have a full house tonight. Thank you so much for being here. My name is Christine Ho, and I am the founder and president of the 100 Women Who Care Mississauga chapter, proudly leading an amazing steering team. And on behalf of the steering team, I will say again, thank you very much to our members, our sponsors, our title sponsors, to everyone who has come out this evening. And hello online, hi there. We do a hybrid, so we have about 15 or 20 people joining us online tonight. So for our speakers who come up later, there's a little T on the stage. You just want to stand on the T and every once in a while look into that green camera down there. I know that our online folks will feel very loved. So our agenda this evening, if you've attended a Giving Circle meeting, you'll know that we follow the same agenda for every meeting. For those of you who are here for the first time, it goes very fast. This is a very quick 1 hour and an impactful 1 hour, because by the time 8:30 comes around, we will be, well, Samita will be on stage presenting the award to one of the 3 very deserving charities. So again, in 1 hour, we'll be giving away $10,000. I'm going to do a quick meet the team in a moment. And then I'm going to invite Marella to come back up, or is it Hilda? Hilda will come back up. She'll introduce our title sponsor and share a little bit about that. We'll have Susie come up and share our 2023 goals and recap what happened with the money that we donated in March. We gave away $12,000 in March. Our biggest donation. We too will join us then and talk about nominations, how Giving Circle meetings work, and introduce our very special guest. And then we have our charity presentations from our wonderful charities that are here this evening, followed by voting, which is really why we're here tonight. You all were given voting cards. Please keep an eye out for those, put them on the table so you know where they are. When it comes time, we will be asking you to bring out your pen and circle the charity of your choice, and we'll be running around collecting those. We will tally up those votes, as well as our people online will get a special link. Hey guys, and they will be able to vote online as well. So we'll tally those up. While we're doing that, we're going to hear from our fabulous sponsors. We're going to give away a few more prizes. And then we're going to have an announcement with the payment information. And the last thing we do, which is so much fun, is try to break the stage. Just kidding. We're going to do a group photo, but we'll be pushing the tables back. So I hope you can all stick around to the end to be included in our, probably the biggest group photo we've done to date. So that's it from me for now. Thank you everyone for being here. Really appreciate it. And we'll have Coco come on. Oh. Sorry, I messed up already. This is why I'm off the stage in 2 minutes. I have to say thank you very much to the steering team. Without these group of wonderful, amazing, dedicated ladies, I would be never sleeping. They're just truly remarkable. So Hilda Rogers, VP of Sponsorship, thank you. Give us a wave and a Sandy LeBlanc, she's at the front. She is VP of Social Media, PR, and Comms. She's got a lot on her plate. Samantha Wallace, where are you, Samantha? I saw you in the back. Thank you, Samantha. Secretary. Ritu Kalisetti, where's Ritu? Up in the front. Awesome. VP of Charity Management. Ritu actually just moved into our executive level. So way to go, Ritu. Elizabeth Lapointe is not here this evening, but our treasurer. Susie Hernandez, you'll get to meet her later. Hey, Susie, website maintenance. Marilla Canavan, you heard her spoke earlier. There she is, sponsorship. Maria Sabrino Santiago. Hey, girl, she's online right now. Social media and graphics. Where's Monica? There's Monica. She's in blue. Monica, I gotta say, has probably one of the hardest jobs because she's in charge of getting all that social media. Anybody follow us online? Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn? Give this girl a high five. She works every day with us. Anuta Ferreira, who is also online, PR and media. Vicki Nichols, where are you, Miss Vicki, logistics lady? And she has a sidekick here today, Charlotte. Thank you for your help, honey. Louise McPherson, events and logistics. She's manning or staffing the Zoom. Manpreet Segal, events and logistics. Viva Malhotra, where's Viva? Events and logistics, there she is back there. So thank you very much. Before I do officially leave the stage now, I just want to say that we are looking for a secretary, a treasurer, and we have a social media internship for anyone who might be youth. So if you know anyone who might like to volunteer in those capacities, I'd love to chat with you and tell you more about these rules. All right, the hook comes out and I'm off.
Thank you. Okay, so we have some exciting news tonight. We have a title sponsor. This is our first title sponsor. It's a new sponsorship. And we are very excited to have representation here from the Peel Police Services Board and the Peel Regional Police. I think with my graphic on. I just want to announce who they are and address them for being here. So we have, sorry, I already lost your name. Samita Kohli. She is the Vice Chair of the Peel Police Services Board. You want to wave? Writer. We have Constable Patty Castoon, right there. We have Inspector Charlotte Thompson here, Inspector Jody Dawson, Constable Kiana Mumby, Staff Sergeant Emma Steele, Acting Inspector Rebecca Miller, Acting Sergeant Rebecca, oh, she's not here, sorry. Where is she? No. Oh, okay. She said no. I have Constable Jessica Vanderwall back there, and they have auxiliary acting staff sergeant Diane Nowicki back there. And if you are interested at all in the auxiliary police officers or constables or cadets, they are there to answer all your questions. If you know anybody who might be interested, go and give them a wave over there at the table at the end. But we really want to thank you for being here. And for being part of our title sponsorship for this giving circle. If you can just flip to the next slide. Oh, I lost the slide. Okay. This new rule, title sponsorship, all of the money that each of the members donates, the $100 each, goes to the charities directly. And so our sponsors help cover the expenses of running this chapter. So in particular, the money donated by the Peel Police Services Board is covering this event. And so we're very grateful that you're able to be here tonight with us and for your generous sponsorship. So thank you very much. Thank you all for your service.
Wonderful. Welcome, everybody. So our 2023 goals, as you can see, is we want to donate $30,000. And that is each given circle, $10,000. And as we said earlier, our March donation was 12, which was our largest donation to date. So far we are on the right track. Our March donation was to Embrade, Agency to End Violence. So Embrade is an anti-violence organization providing shelter, counseling, and advocacy supports for women, two-spirit, genderqueer, trans, and non-binary folks and their children experiencing any form of violence. The 24-hour crisis support line is funded 100% by individual donations. Our donation was the first dedicated donation for this helpline and the largest individual donation that Embrade has ever received. Our $12,000 donation will fully fund the crisis line for 3 to 4 months. So we are volunteer-led and member-driven. So how does it work? It's simple. We have 100 women gathering for 1 hour, $100 each. is a $10,000 donation. So our chapter gathers 3 times a year, and that is in the winter, March, in the spring, June, and the fall in November. So we are led by the steering team. We are volunteer, and we all care about local community causes and who are committed to community service. 100% of those donations do go directly to support our charity at the local level. We are member driven. Our members nominate local charities. After vetting, 3 charities are chosen at random to present at the Giving Circle. Our members vote, and the charity with the most votes receives the entire collective donation of approximately $10,000. So we are part of a global movement, the 100 Who Care Alliance. So there are 100 women who care, 100 people who care, 100 businesses who care, 100 kids, teams who cares. There's chapters all over the world, over 700 chapters in 15 countries. So a little bit about the history. The first 100 Who Care took place back in 2006, when Karen Dunnigan recognized the need in her community and mobilized her network to take action. Since then, a protocol has developed that is followed by all the chapters globally. Members nominate the charities, 3 are chosen at random to present at the Giving Circle, and members vote for the charity whose need resonates with them the most. Then 100% of the collective donation is given to the charity that receives the most votes. Members drive the nominations and members drive the voting. So become part of our movement. So we currently have 132 members and we are looking for more. So join us if you are committed to giving, but stretched for time. You want 100% of your donation to go directly to the charity. And you want to be part of a community of women making an immediate, direct, and positive impact in the Mississauga community. So what does that commitment look like? So you are committing to contribute $300 per year. That's $100 per Giving Circle. You agree to donate to the charity or nonprofit organization who is selected by the group's plurality vote. Even if you're unable to attend a Giving Circle, you do agree to send that donation either by proxy or after the Giving Circle has taken place, and pay online or by EMT. Thank you.
Thank you. As you heard Susie just mention, how our nomination process works. Members have to be in good standing, and when the nominations open, all members can nominate their charities as well. And the key criteria is they must have an immediate need. They're a registered Canadian charity. They go through a vigorous vetting process as well. And of course, they have to issue tax receipts to all the members who are sending their donations, and have agree not to add donors to their email list as well. Each charity tonight, what you will hear is the 3 charities today will do a 5-minute presentation where you will be hearing all about them, the immediate cause. Following that, there will be the 3-minute Q&A, and I know you see 5 and 3 because we are that exact. There is a timesheet behind where everybody will see that we have to speed that up. And following, once we do wrap up, you're more than welcome to speak to the charities on your own as well and learn more about them. And then following the Q&A, as everyone heard, once we wrap up, there will be the voting. Next slide, please. After all 3 charities are presented, I think I just kind of summed this up. The charity with the most votes will receive our entire collection. It is upwards of $10,000, which I'm so happy to see. We have 132 members, and once the donation is received, it does take us a few days to make sure everyone has submitted their donations and sends us all the information there. Thank you very much. I am very, very honored before we get started to introduce a lovely champion of our community and the Ontario's Associate Minister of Municipal Affairs and Housing, the Honorable Nina Tingbray. Come on up, Nina. Thank you for being here tonight. We are so honored that you're here. It's a big minute.
Thank you, Rita. You weren't standing on the team. Hi, everyone.
Good evening, everyone. They said 1 minute is what the maximum time I'm allowed to speak, so I'll take 10. Being a politician, and no, seriously, I just want to say thank you. I want to say thank you to all of you for what I've known for years to be such a good cause. And when you know that each and every cent dollar that you donate goes directly to the charity with no administration costs, and it really means, it makes a big difference. And, I was looking at the donation that went to Embraer, and that's one of the organizations that we, the province, also support, and just an absolutely wonderful organization that really puts those women first. I in my role, I've only been in this role for about 6-7 weeks as the Associate Minister of Housing, and I've seen firsthand homelessness. We have a program called Homelessness Prevention that we fund $700 million a year to, and we still are not able to get enough people off the streets with a safe place to live and out of the cold in winter. It is very eye-opening and very sad, and in today's world, we shouldn't have to be seeing that. No one should have to go through that. So many times it's women fleeing domestic violence that have nowhere else to go. So that's when you see everything that you donate really does go to a great cause. Sometimes it's just putting a little bit of food in their tummies, or, just like I said, a safe place to be where they know that they're taken care of and their children will be okay. So I will stop talking because I think I'm well past my minute, but thank you to all of those who joined online as well, and to all of you for the wonderful work you do. I'm hoping that I can become a member and be here if you'll have me back. And, I'm open. Anyone who has any questions, any concerns, any suggestions that I can take back to Queen's Park. And, we're all ears, and we really need your support and your contribution to let us know what we can do better to support all Ontarians. So thank you, everyone. Have a great evening, and I look forward to receiving today's service. Thank you.
So let's get started. We had our random selection process, and our 3 charities presenting tonight are Passion for Parkinson's Foundation, Canadian Heritage Photography Foundation, and Lady Ballers Camp. So without further ado, let's introduce our first charity, which will be presented by Tamara Bowden, who's the chair of Passion for Parkinson's. Come on up, Tamara. Yeah, this way, or the stairs, whatever else you need. Thank you.
Hello. Oh, good evening. My name is Tamara Bowden. I am the founder, chair of Passion for Parkinson's Foundation. I'm also a member of the 100 Women Who Care and the wife of someone living with Parkinson's. Parkinson's is a degenerative disease. It's the fastest growing disease, neurological disease in the world. 40,000 people in Ontario live with Parkinson's. Parkinson's comes in many forms. No 2 people have the same symptoms. Some people shake, some people have dyskinesia, there's swallowing problems, there's cognitive problems, there's sleeping problems. It goes on. And the worst part about Parkinson's, there's no cure. So these people are never going to get better. They know that their disease is just going to get worse. Medication treats Parkinson's, and there's wonderful medication out there that helps the symptoms of Parkinson's. But next to a medication, exercise is the best thing for Parkinson's. It's science, it's proven. So we founded Passion for Parkinson's to help those with Parkinson's get exercise and get moving, form a community. A lot of people with Parkinson's also, they get depressed, they get isolated because they're different than other people. So what we do is we bring them out of isolation. Currently, we have 7 programs a week running for people with Parkinson's here in Mississauga. Right now, we're in our Parkinson's in the Park program. We started 2 years ago, and we had 12 people twice a week come out for our programs. We now have 134 weekly. Well, we know that part is the need is there. With our programs as well, with the foundation, I must tell you that we are blessed. We are 100% volunteers. Last year, we had 4,200 volunteer hours. And we have no paid employees, and we have no overhead. So 100% of any proceeds that we bring in go directly to our programs. We're very, very careful that our Parkinson's community is taken care of. I'm just going to share a little story with you to see how we make a difference. I'm going to tell you about Robert. Robert's one of our participants who was an avid cyclist. And in October, we researched it, and we realized that cycling and riding a bicycle was one of the best things for Parkinson's, because the Parkinson's symptoms absolutely can disappear. So Robert came in with his walker, and he's coming in with his dyskinesia, and it was like, oh my gosh, he's gonna get on this bike, and what are we gonna do? Well, it would bring tears to your eyes. Robert got on that bike. Robert cycled for 1 hour, and he was the happiest man, I can tell you. It was amazing. I'm gonna share something with you. I need to read this though. The next morning, I got an email from Anne, sorry, my hand's shaking because I'm very nervous. To see Robert on a bike, sorry, I'm gonna have to put it here.
You need a light on it? Do you have
No, I need to have my hand stop shaking. That's much better. That doesn't shake. To see Rob on a bike is amazing. It means so much to me, to say nothing of what it means to him. As we left yesterday, Rob was making plans for the next week. It was so clear that cycling is something so dear to his heart, and to be able to do this class at his stage of PB, along with his age, is priceless for both his confidence and the physical benefits. Thank you so much. And there's many Roberts out there that we help. I can't even begin to tell you. The money that we would receive tonight would go to funding these programs that are the most beneficial. In closing, I just want to share one more email that I got from someone, and it's from Mary. I cannot remember how I found passion for Parkinson's, but it has changed my life so much. Filling it with healthy exercise, new friends, and fun outings. My days with Passion Parkinson's takes away the loneliness and trepidation in my life. Thank you.
So we'll now open the floor to anyone with questions. Tamara, if you want to just come back up in case there's anybody with questions for Tamara, the foundation.
Yep. You take care of partner or bring them. We don't have the ability to bring anybody. It's not, so you take care of partner or bring them, husband, wife.
I know you told us, but what's your youngest member's age? Because I think that was
Our youngest member is in our training class, and she's 30 years old.
Can you explain exactly what the costs are that you're gonna cover? Like, is it rent? Is it buying the bicycles? Like,
Yeah, so what we do is the covering the cost is basically renting instructors. Those are our two main costs. We don't buy equipment.
so where do you get it from?
We're creative. Yeah, we don't. We partner with things like the city.
Okay.
Sorry. It's terrible up here. You're doing great. Sorry.
Program. Is it a program parallel in person?
We
Sorry,
most
can
of
I
our-
just so that we can hear online, what the question?
So you have a great program. Is there a parallel program in Halton? That's where I'm from.
we
I have a friend who's Parkinson's, he needs some.
we are in Burlington, and we have Dancing with Parkinson's in Oakville, which is Halton, and Burlington. We have group exercise class right now.
In Burlington. Okay, so maybe I'll talk to you later and get.
Yep.
more information. Thank you so much.
You have time for one more? Oh,
Sorry, I can't hear.
Hi, great presentation, great information. You had mentioned that it's 100% volunteer driven, and this is the first time that you're taking up this stage. Help us understand how the funding would attribute to what you're looking to accomplish for your goal.
What we would fund with the money that is here, we would put an extra boxing and an extra spinning class in, because they're the two most beneficial programs for anybody with Parkinson's. So right now we offer one spinning class and one boxing class. We would be able to offer two in a week.
Sorry, I just wanted to know what sort of special training that foreign instructors have
to sort of meet the needs of the Parkinson's.
Great question. So we're very particular because Parkinson's has a certain need. Not everyone can train someone with Parkinson's because they have gait issues, they have balance issues. They have to have fall prevention in order to be able to. And we also train them, we pay for our instructors to do a Parkinson Wellness Recovery course, which teaches them how to deal with Parkinson's, with the bigger moves, just understanding how they need to move. And they can't work for us unless they have it. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Really appreciate it. Mary, I have left this up for you.
Let's move on to our second charity who will be presenting today, Gary Landa, the founder of the Canadian Heritage Photography Foundation. The slide will be switching momentarily. And here you go.
Thank you very much. Every day we lose part of our visual history. Old pictures are destroyed when people downsize their residence or the business and they throw out old photographs. Photographs of negatives which are kept but not preserved deteriorate over time. When a picture is destroyed, history becomes a memory. Canadian Heritage Photography Foundation, or CHPF, as we refer to ourselves because it's too much of a mouthful, we preserve the photographs to keep the memories alive. Everyone's probably seen a movie of the Old West. There are stories and someone's interpretation of the Old West, but you rarely ever see a picture of the West. So once you lose a picture, you don't know what it looks like, and we don't want Mississauga to be forgotten. I'd like to thank the 100 women who care of Mississauga for considering a donation to CHPF. My name's Gary Land, and I'm the chairman of the board. Although our charity was incorporated in 2001, it was not active until our main benefactor, George Hunter, passed away 10 years ago, and I took over. We're located at South Millway, which is Erin Mills and the College Way right behind South Common Mall. Our mission is to preserve photographs of Canada, photographs taken by Canadian photographers who travel the world. Photographs are used by students, photographers, filmmakers, historians, Canadian art galleries, and the general public. 10 years ago, when I took over, we didn't have any digitized pictures. Now we have 36,000 pictures on our website that's free of charge to the public. We have 120,000 negatives in our office, which still need to be digitized. Doing nothing with our pictures is not an option because all the negatives and photographs will fade and disappear over time unless they are preserved. We're a Canadian charity. We're proud of our roots in Mississauga. Our main benefactor lived in Mississauga and he's included in the Mississauga Hall of Fame. Did you know that CHPF has bragging rights that one of their images actually goes out of this world? Carl Sagan, a famous astronomer, American astronomer, picked one of her images from the old Terminal 1 and put that on the golden record, which is the time capsule aboard the Voyager 2 spacecraft. So according to Google, we're 20 billion miles, 20 billion kilometers per Earth. And there's only 117 items on the time capsule, and we're one of them. We're very proud to be one of the 117. Your donation would allow us to amend our website. So right now we have pictures just in general of what we've been digitizing, but we want to create a special feature, which is Mississauga. And in there, we will have pictures of nature, buildings, people, and Moulton, which would include the spacecraft I'm talking about, as I'll get into in a few seconds ago. Up till now, Mississauga and CHPF has never promoted our extraterrestrial accomplishments. The Moulton portion of the exhibition will consist of 71 pictures of aeronautic businesses around the airport taken between 1949 and 1970. Details of the Voyager spacecraft and the golden record and how that relates to Mississauga. We're in discussions with the George Brown College, Sheridan College, University of Toronto campuses to help about 10 students who are hoping in the fall to come and do their volunteer hours at our charity, and they will do that and not get paid. In summary, the money that we would get from the donation, approximately $2,450, would go to cover our cost for our share of the Canada Summer Jobs grant that we have for 3 students right now. Approximately $6,000, which is about 240 hours, would go into research and documenting and writing the history of Mississauga and all the things related to the aeronautics and to the airport and the space shuttle, and then provide information about that. $500 would cost, this is all labor related for students, that would to customize our website. We would need about $1,100 of supplies that would help preserve any of the negatives and restore because they will deteriorate without preservation. We have an outreach program where we try to get older people that are downsizing, anyone like your parents. If they're downsizing a house or into a retirement home, they may have old pictures. We're trying to get those people to donate to us. There's going to be $1,000 honorariums for the students that we're going to have. And there's approximately $2,500 for my archivist that will actually supervise the students that we have. The preservation of this project is a new project. And as I'm running out of time, as I'm talking longer than I thought, what I would say that I hope that your donation will not only provide employment to our current students, but will encourage other residents of Mississauga to donate their old photographs to us so we can grow our collection of the historical images of Mississauga and make them available to the public. The impact of your donation will have is that we can do the research and provide historical information instead of just putting them on our website without any descriptions of what they are. Your donation will allow us to create Mississauga feature on our website so we can promote the city to the young, the old, and to the curious. My goal is to save an image of Mississauga one picture at a time and promote those pictures throughout the world.
Start the Q&A portion. Any questions for Gary? Okay. Is there a city archives that you collaborate with?
We've talked, the problem with archives, everyone has an archive. The city has an archive, library, university have an archive, no one shares. Most of the documents that go into the archives never come back. There was a museum that was started in Ottawa, the photography art gallery. The Bank of Nova Scotia donated $10 million in there. And when I went up for the opening session, because we had a picture in there, the people in the archive had never seen those photographs. They've been in the museum for 30 years. So that's the problem, is generally what goes in never comes back. And that's the problem with archives. What we try to do is digitize as much as we can, but our archives are very different. I know the city of Toronto a number of years ago said they had 10 to 15% of their archives were digitized. So that is typical of everyone else.
I'm a curious mind. Thank you for your presentation. Now you mentioned that the archives or the pictures that you want to allocate are for Mississauga. Now, is that also where you're going to be collecting influencers, businesses, families as part of that collection, or is it?
That's exactly right. That's our outreach program. We're trying to get local people. We've done that. We have a marketing student that's working for us now, and our goal is to try to perfect and improve our outreach program because we haven't been as successful as we wanted to in the past.
Appreciate it. Thanks for the time.
Less than a minute to go. Any other questions? Anyone online with any questions? No.
I answered too quickly. Thank you very much.
Here.
And now we have the founder, Toyo Ojibway from Lady Ballers Camp, who will be presenting. Come on up, Toyo.
Amazing job with my last name, by the way. It's so between 2022 and 2023 school year, we had over 150 students go through our homework help tutoring program, back to school program here at Lady Ballers Camp. My name is Toyo Ojibway, founder and executive director of Lady Ballers Camp, and we are an organization that focuses on promoting sports and recreational activities for girls from marginalized and economically disadvantaged communities. We have our physical location here at Mississauga, 975 West Fort Crescent. It's right off Dixie, Britannia. And throughout, we basically offer programming throughout the year. We have our summer camp that goes on July and up until like mid-August, where we essentially provide, free summer camp for girls from marginalized communities, girls that can't access summer camp for the entire duration. And essentially they're able to access summer camp for free. With our program, throughout our program, we also offer, meals and transportation to those who need it. And we just try to eliminate as many barriers as possible to access our programs. Today, I do want to talk specifically about our back to school program, which is our homework help and tutoring program that we started in 2020 when the pandemic hit. As we all know, obviously that's when COVID-19 occurred, and we saw that there was it really exacerbated a lot of the inequalities that we're currently seeing with our participants. So we work with young racialized youth within the community And a lot of them were now, at homes in, precarious situations, situations where usually they went to school for escape. At that point, when you go to school, it's sort of like an even playground. You don't have to deal with whatever living situation you're in. And so we saw that because a lot of the kids were at home, they had to take on roles that are typically adult roles. So they had to be caretakers for the younger siblings, or they had to make sure that they were doing the cooking and cleaning and things like that when we should have been focused on just learning. We did a poll when the pandemic hit, and we did see a large amount of students expressing, they were gaining a lot of stress from school being virtual, as well as they had the resources that they needed to thrive. So we started the program then. We had 97 students registered in 2020. Now in the 2022-2023 year, we aimed for 120. We capped it at 150 because we had an overwhelming amount of people that wanted to attend the program and an overwhelming amount of people who needed it. A lot of our programs offer virtual and in person. So we did, for the most part, we did it virtually. And because of that, we were able to reach a large group of people. But then we found that there were kids who just needed, didn't have computers or didn't have, quite enough space to be able to do their work and do their assignments and whatnot. So we extended it to allow them to come into the facility. We have our facility here in Mississauga, and it also includes computer labs. We have our tutors come in, and it basically creates an environment that, lets them know that they could excel and they have people there to support them. With your donation today, it will allow us to have our program running for the 2023-2024 fall winter session, and allow us to reach the number that we want to reach this year. Because of how we're structured, a lot of the costs will go towards providing transportation to the kids who need to come in, providing meals, because all of our programs have meals. As I previously mentioned before, I think the last time we were here, a lot of the kids sometimes they just come to our programs because they don't have food at home. So we provide that. And yeah, that's what the donation will really go to helping our organization. And just leaving you off with a last quick anecdote. There's actually a lot of kids who just have the potential to thrive and are very gifted and just need the opportunity. There's one of the kids specifically who started when we were in 2020 with our after school program. She's also one of our coaches. And just throughout the year, she was one of the specific kids in co-op housing here in Mississauga, and specifically didn't have resources, had to share a laptop, things like that. And just with coming to our program, she's actually the valedictorian of our graduating grade 8 class. She sent me a message when I was coming that she's coaching tomorrow. That's when our younger kids are. And essentially, she was just talking about. I asked her about how her speech was going really quick, asked her how her speech was going, and she said that her mind was going blank, but actually our program manager, who's always there, graduated Teachers College, was there to support her, and now her speech is coming along well. So just leaving you all with the, education brings, it brings opportunity, and it brings hope, and it brings the opportunity to, have a better future for yourself.
In light of time, we will just reduce the questions to 2 minutes. Our first question is right over here, Susie. Thank you. It sounds amazing. My question is, how do you make the assessment of who can enroll in the program and who can't?
It's all based off of what the financial situation is for the family, so their household income, and as well as the amount of kids that are within the household. So we take on sort of like, we get your is it T1 or something? So we get basically, what the household income, T4, sorry, I don't do that part. But we essentially based off of that, based off of the economic need for the family.
Hi there, we have an online question here. The Andrew says, you mentioned that the donation be used for back to school program. Can you tell us more about the program specifically and how many kids would be served by the donation?
Yeah, so great question. So this year for the 2023-2024, we're targeting 180 kids just based on the trajectory, and everyone like a lot of the kids just keep coming back, and then word spreads through word of mouth. As I said, Ashley, my program managers and like teachers forums, and when people hear about the program and the ability to have kids from marginalized communities attend, there's overwhelming need. Sorry, I missed part of the question.
Specifically, what do they do at the program?
Yeah, so we cover math, science, geography, history, English. The main subjects for primary school to up until grade 12. So we really cover a lot of the grades. And what we're hoping to do is extend the timing, because right now we're 5 to 7, and we want to also be 5 to 8 to account for the growing need they were anticipating for the fall.
What is the age range of the girls that you're helping?
Yeah, so grade 3 is basically the earliest, and it goes up to grade 12. So caps 6, 17.
For much Toyo, I appreciate it. Thank you so much. But we have to respect everybody's time today. Thank you, Toyo. Thank you, Gary. Thank you, Tamara, for wonderful presentations. Now we'll begin the voting process. So everybody, when they did come in, received a card. Please pull that card out and start the voting process. And we will have our steering committee with baskets going around this week, if I'm not mistaken. Someone's coming around with baskets. Please pop your vote in.
Yeah. All right. Yeah.
Thank you for sponsors. Thank you to the Irish Club on Mississauga, donation inclined sponsor for the use of their venue and their hospitality tonight. Okay, donation in kind sponsors, thank you for providing your services. We've got Christine Hall from Christine Hall and Associates, Katrina Sutton Photography, Event Photography. Isla Schulman, Best Version Media. If you're in the Port Credit Moore Park area, watch out for the Neighbors magazine that should be coming out shortly. And Friends of the Circle, thank you to our $100 sponsors. We've got Anusha Pereira, she's a real estate agent, Helen Felipe, Azul Education Services, myself, Canavan Real Estate Group, Renew Aurora, Heal from Your Past, Christine Hall, Bob Network, Manpreet Segal, Primerica Financial Services, Louise McPherson, Super Scientist, Samantha Chapman, RMT. And thank you to our $300 sponsors and our community partners. We've got Toby Blake, Above All Admin Support Services, Susie Begin, Alpha's Discovery Kid Preschool and Daycare, Jyoti Samani, Realtor with Rolla Page, Candice Lee Duchette, Candice Lee Fired Up, Shahinda Lokhendwala, Mark Robinson Jewelers, Pam Pabla Insurance and Financial Services, Rita Mukaj, VR Movie Inc. And lead sponsors, thank you to our $500 sponsors, Viva Malhorta with Remax Real Estate Center, Pratna Sabapathy, Custom Embroidered and Promos, and Ritu Kohli Sethi, Greater Toronto Executive Center.
And our exclusive lead sponsors, thank you to our $1,000 sponsors. We've got Hilda Rogers from Overwhelmed Organized, Rosa Jacks, Nita Mortgage Inc., Kelly Ross, Ross Professional Corporation, and Peel Police Services Board.
This is done.
Okay, so now we're going to hear from our lead sponsors. Exclusive lead sponsors.
Thank you, Ron. Thank you to all our sponsors. I'm just here for a minute to talk about my business, which is from Overwhelmed to Organized. I've got a table over there. You can take some chocolates. I don't like giving away things that cause clutter, so you can eat my chocolates and you don't have to keep clutter in your house. I'm a professional organizer and I help people clutter and organize their homes, prepare to list their house, downsize, whatever you need, whether it's just a closet or whether it's your whole house. Just give me a call and I can come and do an assessment and give you an idea of what we can do to help you go from overwhelmed to organized. So if you need my services, come and chat over. My colleague is also there, Pam, who can answer questions when I'm busy doing steering team things. She's waving over there. So we can help you with whatever you need. Just give me a call. Thanks.
Hi, everyone. My name is Rosa Jacks, and I am a mortgage agent with Nita Mortgage. And one thing I know we only have a minute today, so I'm just going to share a little story. I had one of the reasons why I love doing mortgages for people is that there's a lot of people out there who don't realize what they can afford. And I had a lead last week that this lady was so negative that she thought she was never going to be able to afford a mortgage. And when I finally sat down with her and I worked her numbers and I worked with her, she was shocked at what she can afford. Yesterday, somebody asked me a question on what have you learned from your clients? Life. Everyone has a different walk in life. Everyone has different financial situations and everyone has different fear levels. And I'm there to help the person get through those fears and help them to get into something that they want. So if you have any questions, I have a table back there. I do have cluttered products. I have a pen and notepad. There's also cheesecake and donuts. And if you have any questions, please come by and ask me any questions that you may have. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Kelly Ross from Ross Professional Corporation. I have an accounting firm. We're a full service accounting firm. Our biggest thing is trying to take the stress out of taxes as much as we can for you. So anytime you need to talk through your situation for a free consultation at any point in time, we're more than happy to help. One of the big things that are coming up very, very, very soon, we're in the midst of trying to launch a whole education program for our clients free of charge. You don't even have to be a client, just follow our social media platforms and you'll see the announcement, and feel free to follow on any topics you're interested in. Take care.
Hi everyone. Thank you so much for having us here on behalf of Peel Police Board and our Peel Police officers. I'm actually going to just invite one of our officers up here with me, Inspector Shelley Thompson, to also join. We're really grateful for this opportunity to be here and support, but really the work is being done by all of you. Just hearing about the charities, first of all, congratulations to each one of you. You know, whether you get it or not, you've done more than you realize. You're giving back every day and someone's taking advantage of that and is appreciative of it. So just in that, you're winners, but I do hope, I can't say you'll all win, but unless I change the rules, so I'm sorry about that. And I do want to thank all of you here at 100 Women. I think your title says it all, 100 Women Who Care. And tonight is an example of how much you care, how much you do. Each of you volunteer your time. You know, we were talking about, if you think about it, $300, right? Like you can spend $300 on a meal, right? If you really think about it nowadays, and you guys make the effort to choose to give to this so that a charity gets that every quarter. So a big round of applause to you and congratulations to all of you. And while And while I'm happy to, on behalf of my board colleagues, really to say thank you. I actually wanted to ask Shelley to come up here because these amazing women who are frontline officers who actually go out there and work every day and really support the community, put themselves out there. I really wanted you to hear from one of them today.
Thank you, but first of all, thank you so much. This is so impactful and it's amazing to be here in this room. In terms of Peel Police, we actually have what's called a Women's ISN, and that's our internal support network. And I just want to talk really quickly about it because what it is we've got women within our organization who are really trying to bring more women into the fold, and that's like offering them coaching, mentoring, just helping them guide them through their career paths, but both professionally and personally as well. Because as you know, it is a male-dominated profession, and we don't always have the resources and the skills to be able to navigate through that space. So we are internally, trying to support women, but it goes beyond that. We're out in the community and we're trying to, work alongside our recruiting officers so we can bring more women into the police service. But once we bring you into the service, it doesn't end there. It's, bringing you in, attracting women into the police service, and then giving you the support once you're inside. So, we are trying to put ourselves out there into the community and let you guys know that we're here to support you. We're here to be frontline and respond. And then when we are able to attract the members, we don't just leave you hanging. We bring you into the fold and we try to offer the support system within our service as well. So thank you so much. And we have a lot of initiatives that we do. We just finished doing a mud girl on Sunday to try and break down some of those barriers. I could barely walk today. But we do things internally, but we do things out in the community as well to support. And the one thing that I wanted to say is Rebecca Miller, she's the acting inspector. We at Christmas time do a shoebox campaign, and we try to donate all these shoe boxes, fill them up so that we can give them to shelters for women in need. So we really are behind trying to push forward some of these initiatives and stand behind this. So thank you very much, Sumita, for inviting us.
Thank you so much. Okay, we're just gonna do a few more door prizes. So grab your little door prize tickets, back out. The next one that we have is from Sadaf Policho of Cake by Sadaf. She is giving a gift certificate. She's back there in the pink. She's giving a gift certificate for a summer themed bento cake. Charlotte's gonna draw for us. And the number is 1407588. Congratulations. Our next one is from Ashwini Aluri of Ashwini Collective. She's donating a set of Victorian earrings. Oops. And the number is 1407585. Who's the winner? Hey, come on up. Congratulations. And our last prize is from Rubina Lewis of Rubina Lewis Artist. It's a set of pendant earrings. And the number is 1407575. 575. 575. Who's the winner?
Thank you.
All right, congratulations to everybody. I'm going to turn it over to Christine.
Well, I just want to say our team rocks, okay? in this envelope, we have the recipient. So if I could please ask you to move ahead in the slide deck. And if we could have our title sponsors, everyone on the table, at this table, come on up. We'll have you on stage and we're going to give this to Samita. We had this, I couldn't find an award envelope in time. So we had this made by one of the ladies in our community. She did an amazing job. So you are gonna go ahead. Come on up, come on up. Yes, excellent. I love that idea. Fantastic. Come up, come up. Okay, drum roll. And so read that line first. And the donation goes to Lady Ballers. To our other charities who presented this evening, we appreciate your time, and we want to let you know that you could be nominated and presenting again. This is Toya's third time being nominated for second time. Donation. You can hold the check. It's currently blank. It is going to be at least $10,000, but hopefully we will be able to collect or have our members each donate to get a $13,200 donation. That is our goal, but at least you'll get $10,000 for your program. So congratulations. John, is it possible to turn the lights on? And then, yeah, and if you can move up and then, okay. Can we squeeze in, around, down? You can put this down. You can put that down. Yes, there you go. Maybe we can have Toya move right into the center. No, right here, beside, yeah, the minister. Excellent. Don't worry about the people behind you, it's all good. Okay, wonderful, thank you. Thank you, everyone. Now comes the most important part. We want to explain to you how you are going to make your donation. So we have well over 50 people here tonight. We have 15 or 16 online. Hello. We are going to share the link with you. If you could please advance the slide, John. He's slacking over there. Okay, so please send your donations to Lady Ballers Camp. Do not send any funds to our chapter. I have included a QR code which will take you directly to their page. So you can snap a photo with your phone. It will open up the Canada Helps page for Lady Ballers directly for you. And you are going to make a note. Am I on your way? Yeah. Is everyone able to click that? Yes, excellent. So you're going to make a note in the private message field with please include your name and 100 women. They are going to be tracking this. And if you do not include that, we are going to be sending you out emails, text messages, phone calls. I will be honest with you, I say this every time. The hardest part of our volunteer job is getting these donations in. It takes weeks, but we are all committed here, right? Yes, and everyone online, woohoo! Now we just have to work on those other folks. I'm gonna ask John to move ahead. John, okay, so you're gonna go to the Lady Ballers Camp, you're gonna scroll down and click on donate, and you're going to choose the general fund, general, and then enter your information. Is that okay? Go back to the QR code. Okay, John, can you hit up arrow? Can you try that now? Next time I'll put it in the center. Okay. You're welcome. Okay, John, you can move it forward. Excellent. Okay, so you're going to go to ladyballerscamp.org. You can scroll down, click the donate button if you didn't get there already. You look for the donate once button in purple. choose $100. From the fund, choose general. It's in the drop-down list. And then please make sure to put your name followed by 100 women. Thank you. And then you can fill out your personal information. This is just like any regular kind of e-commerce site. This information is important because you're going to immediately get a confirmation back. This is the tax receipt information, right? Everything you put here. And complete donation now will get you to the end. Yes, all members are going to donate directly to this website. No one is going to send money to us. Do not collect funds. We have no money. Oh yes, I should. If there are people with checks this evening, anyone have any checks? Awesome. Could someone, Vicky, could you come around, my dear, and grab that? Thank you so much. Does anyone have any questions about the payment screens? Everything so far so good? So momentarily, we are going to clear some tables back and we are going to do a group photo with everyone in the room. But before that, we'd love to have you back on stage, along with all of our charities, presenting charities. If you could come up and join us on the stage for one group photo with our title sponsor and our presenting charities.
Christine, can you put the QR code back up, please?
Yes. Could you go back to? Yeah. And then I can come and help you if that doesn't work.
I also have it here if anyone needs it. It's over here too.
You're in team, maybe you want to come and stand in front. Okay, we're just going to put the check back. Have a little prop. Yep. This part on you.
Which ones? I can move to your side.
So stick around if you want, but we don't have any information here. I will be sending the link out in about 10 minutes. So I'm going to type for the donation link if you weren't able to get it from Louise earlier.
Are we over getting in? Sorry.
Okay. Yes, you can stand.
Yes, we're having challenges.
Beautiful. Excellent. Thank you.
Photo, group photo. Tables. We want everybody in the shot.
Yes, great idea. But you want to shoot it from fire to speed this up?
short people still.
We get everybody in the room in the picture.
Yeah.
Ladies, please. This is our subject.